I've been wanting to make a YouTube video for a while, and I really haven't found anything to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, but the things I want to talk about has already been oversaturated on YouTube. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and talk about what I want to, despite of it being all over the place, because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy getting my opinion out there. What my opinion is with what today's video is about, the difference in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Kai, in my opinion, and what I like better, is Dragon Ball Z to me has been with me since its debut. I forget what channel it was, but with the Ocean dub, and I've only seen, like as a kid, I only remember seeing the Ocean dub episodes, like I think 2 or 3 of them, and that was it. I never got to see any more of it. And I think it was reruns actually, not the debut. I don't remember. I do remember though when they finally put it on Toonami, and then they had Funimation doing it with the new voice actors of Sean and Chris and all of them coming in, and then Bruce Falconer's score. I loved Dragon Ball Z, thick and thin, 100%, even with its flaws. Loved it when I was a kid, and I still watch it to this day. Besides all of that, the reason why I prefer Dragon Ball Z over Dragon Ball Kai, there's one big reason for it, but the rest of it is what everybody always seems to talk about when it comes into the Dragon Ball community, where the hardcore fans of the original don't like Kai because the voice actors changed, they cut out certain fillers they didn't want to take out, it's too fast, stuff like that. Yeah, but one thing that never gets brought up, rarely, and I've seen it here and there, but it rarely ever gets talked about, it's dialogue. The dialogue in Kai is the #1 reason why I don't like it. I love Dragon Ball Z Thin and Through, the original Japanese version and the dub version of Funimation back in the 1990s. Love them both. Even though the dub version of that time period did screw up with some of its dubbing, with some lines and some words. Plus, they were new at it, so the dub wasn't like great. The voice acting wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. It was a happy medium. In some areas it was better, and in some areas it was just a little worse, and I was perfectly fine with that. But with Kai, the only thing I love about Kai truly is the maturity in the experience of the voice actors. That is great, and I wish the original Dragon Ball Z was like that. But other than that, when it comes to Kai, everything else I don't like. I've seen the whole Saiyan saga of Kai. I've seen most of the Frieza saga, and I've seen about half of the Cell saga, and I haven't seen nothing of the Buu saga. I didn't even know that the Buu saga was a thing at all until about a year or so ago, when I watched Geekdom101's video about the truth of Dragon Ball Z Kai, which I'm going to get to that here in a second. I'm not an expert with Kai. I don't know much about Kai, but I've seen a decent amount of it, enough to know if I'm gonna like it or not. I didn't sit there and just watch the first few episodes and be like, nah, original all the way. I gave it a chance, and I didn't just give Kai one chance. I gave it multiple chances, and even today I'm still thinking about giving it another chance for me to see if I will like it or not, and I don't think I will. The dialogue is what kills me. Yeah, I don't like Gohan's new voice. Yes, Bulma's voice in the dub now, it's kind of similar, but it's still new and it's noticeable, and it kind of breaks it for me, but it's not bad. But I can look over that. The original Kai score had to get cut because of copyright issues and all this and that. So they put the original score from the Japanese version on there, and I'm not a fan of it. Bruce Falconer 100% of the time for me, because that old score of the Japanese version works best for Dragon Ball, not Z. It doesn't work that great for me in Z. Dragon Ball is great, even near the end with the Red Ribbon Army and King Piccolo and Piccolo Jr., especially King Piccolo and Piccolo Jr. It still worked. But when Z came in, that old score didn't work anymore. It needed to be changed because the whole tone of the show was changed. How they went about the show was changed. Everything was changed because Dragon Ball was purely like a kid show, while Dragon Ball Z was more teen affiliated, close to adulthood, where I mean it was serious almost all the time, and it needed a serious score. And the old score did not fit Dragon Ball Z. It does not fit Kai. Period. Bruce Falconer fits it, in my opinion, just about perfectly. That the score, the music never stops. It has subtle music, it has action music, and it's serious. Like the music sounds serious. It sounds like it's pumped. It sounds like you can see them powering up and feel it through their scream with the music behind. It makes you feel like Bruce Falconer makes you feel like a badass when watching this show. Without it, it's just dummy kid version down with the old score, in my opinion. The dialogue. So the only part of the Buu saga I saw on Ka was Majin Vegeta giving his little pride speech to Goku when he was pinned up against the wall. That disappointed me big time. That speech in the original, it went on for a good solid 3-4 minutes, maybe longer, about Vegeta and his pride and his people and what Goku did to him and all this and that, and you can hear the intensity in his voice, and that he was sad but pissed all at the same time. But in Ka, none of it's there. You can hear that Vegeta's angry, but that speech is so dumbed down. It doesn't even last more than a minute, I think. It doesn't compare to the original speech by no means, and I didn't like it. And it's not just there, it's all over the place, all over Dragon Ball Ka, everywhere. The dialogue is cut short between characters, and that's one big thing I love about stories. I love about watching anime is dialogue. I want to know what this person is going to say to this person, and what words he's going to use, what his opinion is, so on and so forth, towards this person that has opposite ideals. Goku and Vegeta, right? Even with people that have similar ideals can still have confrontations with each other with their dialogue, and just dialogue. Ka doesn't deliver that to me, and because that has never delivered it to me, I've never liked Ka. Plus, the second big thing is too fast. And that's what everybody says. For fans of the original, it's too fast and the voice acting and all that. But that's the only thing I'm going to bring up. That's the second biggest thing I don't like. Is it's too fast. It's way too fast. I understand why they did it because of the new time, but it's too fast. Was the original Dragon Ball Z too slow? Yes, the original Dragon Ball Z was a little slow. Not too slow, but a little slow. And it should have been sped up a little bit more. But with Ka, they turned that notch up to 11. And it's just zoom, zoom, zoom. It's just fucking going. And that also cuts out even more dialogue because it's fast. So those are the two biggest reasons why I would never recommend watching Ka to anybody. And the only thing I will tell you, if you've never watched Ka, was the only thing that I think you're personally going to like is the maturity of the voice actors, the experience they have over the years. The voice acting for the dub for Ka is fucking fantastic, but the dialogue doesn't back it up, and that upsets me. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you if you decide if you want to watch the original Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Ka. Me personally, I'm always going to stick with the original. I don't ever think I would prefer Ka over the original. I don't see that ever happening with me. But the go-to Geekdom101, and when I brought him up earlier, he had made a video called The Truth About Dragon Ball Z Ka, or Dragon Ball Ka, which I've been trying my best to use that instead of putting the Z in it. And he made that 2 years ago. And at the very end of his video, he stated that he was going to have to make another video explaining the Buu saga of Ka because it was its own whole mess of itself, and it was going to take the time of a whole new video to discuss it. I love Geekdom101, and not just him, Blackscape and a few others as well. Love Geekdom101. He never made that video about the Buu saga. To my knowledge, I went through after this video to see if he did make a Boo Saga Ka video explaining that, and he, to my knowledge, from what I've seen, he hasn't. If you ever want to get like so in depth about Dragon Ball as a whole, what behind the scenes, artwork, manga, stuff that was never put into the manga, stuff that was never put into the show, stuff that they had to do, so on and so forth, Geekdom is the man to find out. There's so much you can learn, and he's the man to teach you. So that's why I don't know. I left a comment on his video asking him if he was ever going to sit there and make the Boo Saga of Ka video, because I really want to see it. I really want to know, and I don't know exactly what all to look up to get the information that he does, but I want to see that, and I don't know if he ever will, but if he does, I'm definitely going to watch it. I watched this video when he first made it 2 years ago, and I've watched it multiple times. I mean, I like to rewatch a lot of videos to keep my memory fresh about certain things, but that video needs to come out. It really does. Or at least say, I don't know if Geekdom has on his Twitter or anything like that, because I don't use Twitter and I need to start getting into it. Me personally, he needs to make that video. I really want to see it. He don't have to, but I just want to. Another reason why I'm bringing it up, because not only that, I noticed when I went through the comments of that video, and I went through a lot of comments, even replies to comments, not a single person brought it up. Where's the Boo Saga one? And I really want to see it. So anyway, that's done and over with. I don't mean to keep it going like that. To end all, and try to keep it short. To me, mainly because I grew up with the original Dragon Ball Z, and it was a major impact in my life as a kid growing up, and it is still a big impact in my life even now. It's either the old ways of me, the nostalgia for it, my childhood memories, I don't know. I just never see myself preferring Ka over the original dub. Everybody has their own differences, everybody has their own opinions, but like I said before, Ka for me just doesn't cut it because it's too fast and the dialogue doesn't back it up. Other than that, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm gonna try my best to figure out to make more videos and what to talk about. Still kind of new to this. I'm new and old. I've used to make AMVs back in the day, but I'm gonna try to figure it all out. But thank y'all so much for watching. I really do hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I may have repeated myself here and there. Just trying to get into the groove of it. Also, if you want to see me live, because I stream way more than I do this by a long shot. I play, Halo. Been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. I have a couple of Call of Duties I might hop onto, and then a bunch of other random games like Raft and Among Us and stuff like that. But I stream way more than I think about making YouTube videos. If you want to find me and watch me stream, it's on Facebook. Facebook has been nice to me. I've already been paid through Facebook, and the followers on Facebook it went up by a lot within my first few weeks compared to Twitch. So Facebook, Yashime8 is where you'll find me, and I hope to see you there. I'm trying my best to stream every Monday through Thursday at 3:00 p.m. Central Time, and I've been so far consistent with that, so hopefully I'll keep that up. But I hope to see y'all there, and y'all have a wonderful day.
If you can find the courage to survive on your own, you'll be a stronger fighter, both in body and in mind.